Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another Marvel Champions playthrough, and happy Magneto Day. Today is the release of Magneto. So like we do with our new heroes, we are going to play a game with Claw, kind of see how the hero works, things like that. Then we'll kind of go over an overview of the cards that came with the new set, and we'll kind of talk about them. And then I think on Tuesday, we're going to take a break from our campaign to do a deck with Magneto. We'll kind of see what works with him and maybe get some ideas, and we'll kind of see how that goes. So let's take a look here. We've got Claw set up. We've got Defense Network out. We're going to flip this to discard for a villain. We've got a minion. We've got a minion there. The mod set we're using is Hellfire Club because that's the one that comes with Magneto, so I did want to try that out. So let's take a look here. We've got Eric Langshire. He's 3 recovery, 6 hand size, 10 hit points. His ability is called Survivor. Response after you change to hero form, after you change to this form, shuffle the top 3 cards of your discard pile into your deck. And then we have Magneto here. He has action. Magneto, he's a 2/2/2. Action is discard cards from the top of your deck until a Magneto card is discarded. Add that card to your hand. Limit once per round. So that is what we've got going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We are using leadership. That is the aspect that he comes in. So let's take a look. We've got our double, or a double. Magnetic Missile is not going to really do us a whole lot of good right now. I Won't Stay Down is not going to do us any good right now. This isn't going to. These all require allies, so we're not going to keep any of that stuff. We're just going to draw up. Okay. Okay, so we do have an interesting start here, especially with Asteroid M. But I don't think... Okay, so let's discard the energy for Asteroid M. So it says, as an alter ego action, exhaust the Asteroid M to shuffle the topmost Magnetic card from your discard pile into your deck. Heal 1 damage from your identity. We're going to have to do that since we're already over here. We're going to get Magnetic Missile back into our deck. We're going to flip. We're going to discard the 2. You've got this for Magneto's Cape. So this says he gains Aerial, then after you resolve your Magnetic Pull ability, exhaust Magneto's Cape to ready Magneto. So let's go ahead and attack him for 2. And then we're going to activate the Cape. So we're going to discard, or not the Cape, we're going to activate Magnetic Pull. This gets added to our hand. This becomes exhausted to ready him back up. We'll thwart 2 from here. And we'll discard our hand and draw up. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, 5. I lied. Okay. Threat gets added to the main scheme. He's going to attack for 0, 1, plus... Put a pursuit counter on Pursued by the Past. So we take a damage. And then the pursuit counter gets added to Pursued by the Past. Then we have an encounter card, which is going to be Illegal Arms Factory. When revealed, place threat here. 1 additional threat per player. Okay. So that's not great, but we'll make it work. Okay. So we've got Squared Off. Discard cards from your counter deck until you get a minion. Put that minion into play. Play the next ally from your hand by reducing its cost by 3. Yeah, that's not going to do me any good. This hand is going to do nothing for me. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to thwart 2 from here. We're going to activate Magnetic Pull. We get that. This gets exhausted to ready back up. We're going to thwart 2 from this again. Oh, this is not a good look right now. I really would like to get some stuff shuffled. So let's flip. We're going to shuffle the top 3 cards back into our deck. And then we're going to do Asteroid M to shuffle this back into our deck and heal. And then we're going to end our go, and I'm going to keep those and discard everything else. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you kidding me? Okay. Boom. He schemes for 2, 3. Encounter card. Sound Manipulation. He heals 4. If he doesn't heal anything, this gains Surge. We have Nowhere is Safe. Place a pursuit counter on Pursuit by the Past and has any counters on it. Discard an upgrade or support you control. We're going to discard Asteroid M. Okay. So unfortunately, I still don't have anything I can use. I can't use any of this stuff. So we're going to flip. We're going to remove 2 threat from. We're going to remove the threat from this. We're going to activate the Cape. or not the cape, we're going to activate our magnetic pull ability, which is going to ready us back up. We're going to thwart 2 from here. So that would be nice if I had a minion for it. I'm going to keep those 2. A discard squared off for Def Focus. So here's the new artwork for the X-Men Def Focus. Exhaust Def Focus to reduce the cost of the next superhero card you play this turn by 1, which is awesome. And then we're going to discard Noble Sacrifice for Won't Stay Down. So play only if you're an X-Force or X-Men trait, and then as an alter ego action, discard this card to return an X-Force or X-Men here ally from your discard pile to your hand. So we're going to play that out, and I'm going to keep this, and we're going to draw up. Okay. Oh, that had this on there, sorry. This gets added, he attacks for nothing plus 4. So we're going to do 6. Encounter card. Immortal Claw, so he goes up by 10 hit points, which is fine. Okay. All right, let's do our no. We're gonna thwart 2 from here. Then we're gonna do our magnetic pull. We get a card, so then it readies us back up. Let's discard Genius for Magneto's armor. So after you do Magnetic's pull, which I should have done first, after you do the ability, if you discard at least one of the following resources, gain either thwart, attack, or defense, which is awesome. Let's discard the Master of Magnetism for Electromagnetic Blast. It says remove 3 threat from a scheme. Then if it removes the last threat, you may discard an attachment that says hero action or hero response. We're going to do that. And then I think we're going to remove the threat from this. He goes back down. I think we're going to flip. We're going to shuffle these back into our deck. I have no allies coming up, which is actually wild. Okay. Then we're going to draw up. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Before we do that, do we have any allies in here? We don't. So it won't stay down. It's not even useful. Okay, we're going to ready up. We're going to keep those 2 and draw up. Are you serious right now? Okay, threat gets added. He schemes for 2. After his activation, so this is power and decadence. After his activation, after this activation, the activating enemy activates against you again. Don't give him a boost card. So it goes for 2, then 2 again. So this pops out. We have Secret Rendezvous. Discard cards in counter deck until a minion's discarded and put it into play. Hellfire Pawn comes into play, so he gets put into play, so Surge doesn't matter. But he has Patrol and Guard, so that's annoying. And then I guess he would scheme because he comes in during that time, and we still haven't done the encounter card, so he schemes for 1. Then we have an encounter card. It's going to be Selene, so she has Villainous and Quick Strike. So she doesn't attack us because we're an alter ego, and she cannot be attacked by allies. Which it doesn't even matter, because we don't even have anything. Okay. So I think... Man, that is so whack. We have no allies in here. Okay. So the Wrapped in Metal is interesting. Attached minion cannot activate. Treat its printed text as if it were blank. We can just pop them on that, which wouldn't be too bad. So let's go ahead and we're going to flip. We're going to discard our 2 Masters of Magnetisms for 2 Wrapped in Metal. So attached to a non-elite minion, neither of them are elite. And then they treat their text box as if they're blank and they can't attack. So that gets put on him, or her, and that gets put on him. Let us thwart the 2 off of here. Let's activate Magnetic Cape. We're going to discard this, so that gives us an additional defense. That gives us an additional thwart. That comes back to our hand. We're readied up again. We have an additional thwart and an additional defense, so we have 3 defense right now. Then we are going to exhaust Def Focus and Strength for Metal Shards to do 7 damage. Now, if this would have defeated him, we would have gotten a tough status, but we're not. And then we're going to attack him for 2. And we're going to discard Noble Sacrifice and draw up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Okay. And we still have the +1 thwart, +1 defense. Keep that in mind. Okay. We're going to threat to the main scheme. He's going to attack and do this activation damage. You exhaust your hero. So we're going to take 3 damage and be exhausted. And remember, because of this, treat the they cannot attack and treat the printed text box as they're blank. So they're blanked. We're going to take this, and it's going to be solid sound body. So attached to claw gains retaliate, and after you can do a hero action by spending 1 of each resource to discard this card. But he does get retaliate 1. Okay. So we can use their electromagnetic blast to remove that for free, which is great. So let's do our ability here. We're going to discard from magnetic cards. So it's going to give us +1 attack for this turn. We get a magnetic card. We're ready back up. Let's exhaust Death Focus, and we're going to discard the White Queen and this Death Focus for Magnetic Bubble. We gain Retaliate. When we take any amount of damage, place it here. If there's at least 6 damage on here, discard Magnetic Bubble. We are going to then discard these 2 for Electromagnetic Blast. Remove this threat, but it gets rid of this. Which actually, we can probably wait on that. Let's wait on that, because we can just thwart the 2 off of there. Although I want to flip down, and maybe I'm going to flip down and heal. So we'll do that. We'll just get rid of this. This goes away. That goes away. And then we're going to flip down. We're going to shuffle these back into our deck. And we're going to heal. We're going to end our go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Threat gets added to the main scheme. He schemes for 2, 3. Counter card, it's going to be the Inner Circle. When revealed, place 2 additional threat here for each Hellfire card in play. Now, it specifically says the attached minion cannot attack. Treat its printed text box as if it were blank. So this doesn't count as... I don't think it... I think it says text box, doesn't say anything about its traits. So I do think that... Does that count as the text... Does the text box count as that or not? Because when stuff says like it'll specifically call out the traits. So I don't know if this counts or not. If it just says text box and this is the whole box though. So I think those also don't count. So it doesn't. I don't think they count. Let me know what you guys think. But the entire box, it's contained within the box. So it doesn't count. So place 2 threat for each additional Hellfire card in play. Because the text box is blank, there is no Hellfire cards in play. All right. What do we got here? We have Kid Omega. We've got another one of these. We've got Cyclops. Okay, so let's exhaust this. Let's activate this. We're going to bring back one of these. We'll bring in Phoenix. Let's heal. We're going to flip. We're going to activate... Do I want to activate the cape? Yeah, let's activate the cape. So we're going to discard. We get a magnetic card. That readies us up. Okay. So I think we're going to discard Genius and Kid Omega for Cyclops. So after Cyclops enters play, choose an enemy until the end of the turn phase. Increase the damage that enemy takes from each attack by 1. We're going to choose Claw. We're going to then discard. We're going to exhaust Death Focus and discard Squared Off for Electromagnetic Blast to do that. We're going to discard both of these for the other Electromagnetic Blast and do that. We're thwarting 2 from here, and we're having Cyclops do 3 damage. No, we're thwarting it from here, and then having Cyclops do 3 damage to him. This is going to knock him to the second stage, which brings in the second claw, which is going to bring in... Oh, I should have left. That's fine. I forgot about the Immortal Claw, because I could have used it on that, but that's okay. Okay. Draw up and counter card. Oh, this is hero form only. Wait a minute. It says hero form only attached to a non-elite minion. Attached minion cannot... Wait, does that mean that when we're not in hero form, the effect doesn't work? Oh, shoot. Well, maybe that's the case. So they would have schemed. Well, I don't know what that would have been, so I'll put this on. Well, no, I'm going to lose. Well, I'm just going to put that on there. Although I think we'll lose. I don't know. I didn't know that. Hero form only. Attach to a non-elite minion. I guess maybe I have to be in hero form to do it, but I don't think, because it's an upgrade, right? So I think I have to be in hero form to activate it, but I don't think the effect, because otherwise it would state it. So I'm leaving that. I'm fine. Okay. Oh, we got the new player side scheme. Oh, and he has consequential. Okay, 2 threat gets added. He's going to attack for 1. We're going to have Cyclops defend. So 1, 2, 3. Cyclops is defeated. We have another encounter card. Encounter card number 1 is going to be Evil Alliance. Place 3 pursuit counters and puts it up by pass and has any counters on it. If no minions are... Wait, each Nemesis minion activates against you, and then if there isn't any, put 3 counters. The counters get added. We bring in Exodus. So this gets shuffled in. If there's at least 3 counters on it, remove each counter here. Then do your Nemesis and flip this card over. Okay. So we have Martyrs... For mutants, when defeated, defeating player discards the top 9 cards of their deck. Oh dear. And then we have Exodus. He has Steady, Toughness, and Villainous. After Exodus attacks you, discard cards from the top of your deck equals to his total attack. Okay. Our other encounter card here is going to be Old Grievance. Give it to the Eric Langshire player. After you use the Magnetic Pull, take 1 damage for each card discarded. Or as an Ultra Ego action, exhaust him to discard Old Grievances. Okay. So, well, that was kind of fun. In not a fun way. Let's activate our abilities. We're going to discard. We'll get this card. We do take a damage. Oh. When you take any amount of damage, actually gets added to here. So we'll do that. Okay, can I do something here? Oh, I should have... Let me thwart 2 from here, and then let me do that, and then I'll ready back up. Okay. So... let's discard Asteroid M, won't stay down, squared off for the White Queen. Only play for an X-Force or X-Men ally. Or X-Men trait. After she enters play, discard a status card from a character. We're going to discard that status card from him. We're going to play new recruits. So play only for X-Men trait. When defeated, each player chooses 1 new ally, 1 set-aside new ally, and puts it into their hand, which are these cards here. So these cards are linked to that thing. So we have Bling. If you have a mutant or X-Men trait, Bling gains tough and does not count against your ally limit. We've got Indra, which does the same thing, but plus 2 hit points. Anol has the same condition, but plus 1 thwart. And then Surge has the same condition, but plus 1 attack. We have the helmet. Okay. So the question is, how exactly do we want to do this? I can remove 2 threat with the White Queen. I can tank some damage with the bubble. So let's remove 2 threat. We'll remove 2 threat from this. She takes consequential, but he goes down. We're going to swing for 2 onto Claw. Or do I want to hit Exodus? I think that's fine. Okay. We're going to ready up. We're going to keep the helmet and draw. Actually, I'm going to discard the helmet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Threat gets added. He hits for 1. We're going to take it. So 1, 2. Put the weapons runner in play and discard top 4 cards of your deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we take 1 damage. It goes onto here. He attacks for 2. He also has. We're going to have. Do we want Emma to block it? No, we're going to take it. So it's going to do 2, 3, 4. So then all of this gets knocked off. Oh, and the retaliate happens. So he does take 1 for that. He takes a damage for the retaliate. And then it says discard cards equal to from your deck for his total attack, which was 4. So we discard 4 cards. He hits for 1. We take that hit. Then we have an encounter card. Oh, it's an extra damage. Sorry. Because of that. Sound manipulation. Claw heals 4. So he goes back up to 18. Okay. No, we take 2 damage. Sorry. He heals 2. He's back at 17. We take 2. Okay. I need the thing to throw them. Why can't I throw them? All right, let's activate our ability. Oh, no. We have to do something first. So let us... I don't really care about this super duper much. So we'll have her thwart 2 from here. We're going to have him hit for 2 here. We're going to activate our ability. That gets discarded. We get +1 attack. That gets discarded. We get +1 defense. That gets discarded out to our hand. We take 2 damage because of this. We get ready back up. All right, here we go. We are then going to discard... Well, that didn't actually work the way I was hoping. We have 3 attack right now. We're going to use the 3 attack to take out Exodus. We're going to exhaust Death Focus and discard Square It Off and Noble Sacrifice for metal shards to do 7 damage to an enemy. If it defeats that, give ourselves a tough. Do I overkill this guy just to get the tough status? That seems like kind of a lot. Maybe we don't want to do that. Maybe we'll wait. Yes, we're going to wait. We're going to discard Death Focus. I won't stay down and square it off for Phoenix. After Phoenix enters play, choose an X-Men ally. Ready that ally and heal 1 damage. Then we're going to have both of them thwart. Both of them have consequential. Oops. We're going to flip, which is going to shuffle the top 3 cards back into our deck. And we're going to end our go, and I'm going to discard Noble Sacrifice but keep Metal Shards. Okay. Threat gets added. He schemes for 2, 3. Pursued by the past, so 3. And then he schemes for 1. We have an encounter card. That's going to reset the deck. Shuffle that up. Okay. I cannot believe I haven't gotten the thing to do with the Wrapped in Metal yet. We have Fabian Cortez. He has Guard. When defeated, the defeating player discards the top 4 cards of their deck. Okay, that's fine. All right, let's see what we have here. So, first things first. I want to get rid of this, if I can help it. Yeah, we'll exhaust to get rid of that. We're going to flip. We're going to use our ability to discard. That gets discarded. That gets discarded. So we're at +1 thwart and +1 defense. That goes to our hand. Ah, here we go. Magnetic Missile, great. We're ready to back up. Let's exhaust. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Do I want to do that? Okay. Let's exhaust Death Focus for Magnetic Missile. So it says discard a minion with wrapped in metal with a wrapped in metal attached. Deal 5 damage to an enemy and stun it. So this gets discarded. He takes 5 and is stunned. Whoops. We are going to then discard these 3. No. We're going to discard Death Focus and Master Magnetism for Metal Shards. To do, if I do 7, that leaves him at 5, and then I have 2. That's not enough. We're going to do 7 to him to take him out, and then we get the tough status. We are going to have both of them take this out, so this is just gone, and she's defeated. And then oh no. He'll swing on him for 2. We'll remove this stuff. That's what we'll do. And then she's still defeated. So we'll have him attack and then have them thwart. I guess I could have thwarted this. Okay, let me rephrase that. I'm going to thwart the 2 off of there. White Queen's gone. I'm going to thwart the 2 off of new recruits to get a character. And the character I'm going to get is going to be Surge. So Surge gets added to our hand. And I'm going to discard both of those for Surge. She gets +1 attack, and I'm going to have her attack because I have an X-Men card. She gets +1 attack. Okay, I'm going to discard that and draw up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 2 threat gets added. He's going to attack but can't. We have an encounter card. It's going to be Immortal Claw. So he goes up to 19. Okay. So we're going to discard this and Def Focus for this to remove 3 threat off of there. He goes back down to 9. She's thwarting 2 from here. She's defeated. We're going to have him hit for 2. We're going to do this. This gets added to our hand. It's going to give us an encounter card, but we do get to ready up. We'll discard this for Magnetic Missile to discard this person. That's going to do 7 damage, or 5 damage, sorry, and stun Claw, and then we're going to finish him off with that, and he's defeated. Plus, we'd have 3 for that. Okay, so we won. So let's take a look at his cards and kind of get an idea of what he does. So let's see. So these are associated with the new recruits. He discards a lot. So first thing I'm thinking of obviously is Digging Deep. I think that would be a fun thing. I don't know about the doubles. Some of his stuff's pretty expensive. So just looking straight at his kit. Let's take a look here. He has no signature ally, which is interesting. So kind of just looking at his kit here. We do have... We've got upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. So there's the armor, the cape, and the helmet, which is all going to boost him quite a bit. And then we do have the bubble to be a temporary upgrade, but these are very costly. This is a superpower. So superpower, 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 superpower. So his events are all superpowers and the bubble superpower. So that's great for Def Focus. And then we've got the 2 wrapped in metals, which are awesome. I thought we have a second one of these, don't we? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, there's another one of these in here. Yeah, so just the double. So, I mean, stuff's not super duper expensive, especially with Def Focus out. And we get out this, all his stuff, basically, all his cards cost -1, essentially, with this. So getting this out would be really great. Like, you probably want to aim for that probably soon. And then it makes everything else basically -1 cost. And basically having these out are awesome. Attach the non-elite minions and then just like chuck them for 5 later and stun. That's great. So I wonder what aspect would be really good with him, because he can do thwarting and attacking. I think that's fine. It's interesting with the wrapped in metals to kind of just like hold off enemies activating. So like you can just really like kind of hold back minions doing stuff. That could be interesting in a potential way. Just even doing something with a protection, like building up, because you're going to... I don't know. He might just be an all-arounder. He may just be an all-arounder. Now, so yeah, let me know what aspect you think he'd work really well in. I think Digging Deep's going to be a part of it, and maybe if I can look at like some of the allies that require discarding, like White Fox would be good. I don't know what else, but the discarding because of his magnetic pull is just going to make those cards easier to utilize. So that's probably going to be a staple with him for sure. Def Focus, obviously nice to have. We've got those. So this is interesting. Face the Past. So max 1 per deck. It's an event. Search the encounter deck, discard pile and set aside area for your Nemesis minion and reveal it. Ready your hero and draw 3 cards. You cannot attack the villain this phase. Remove this card from the game. That is a really interesting card. I don't really know the utility of it yet, but it's very interesting. We have the White Queen, which we've seen. That's the only basic ally we got. We didn't get a lot of basic cards. We got the 3 Death Focuses in these. The allies we got 4 allies here. So we got Phoenix, Cyclops, Kid Omega. So after Kid Omega enters play, spend a yellow resource, deal damage to an enemy. Spend a blue resource to remove threat from a scheme. And he's 2/2. That's just solid. Like, just 2 cost, 2/2 is really nice. And then M, after M enters play, defeat a minion with fewer hit points than M. So that's really nice to just knock out a weak minion. And it has 3 attacks. So she's actually pretty interesting as well. Now, some of these cards I think are going to work really well for Cyclops, which he's on pictures of a lot of them, so it kind of makes sense. So we have, like, you've got this. After you exhaust your hero to make a basic attack or thwart, discard an ally you control to add that ally's matching power to your hero's power for this use, and then ready your hero. So I read that as is when you exhaust, but you haven't done the attack yet, you would discard this as the response, then add it to that attack, and then ready back up afterwards. That's the way that I read that. Tell me if that's the way you read that too. That the attack that you're making, it says after you exhaust your hero to make a basic attack or thwart, discard an ally, to add it to this power's use. So it's during that activation. Won't stay down, play for X-Force or X-Men, and then discard this card to return an X-Force or X-Men ally from your discard to your hand. That's just nice resource, basically pushing a resource to later, or recurring somebody like Beast to recur maybe some of the resource cards. Noble Sacrifice, discard an ally you control to heal damage from your heroes equal to the printed ally's hit points and give your hero a tough status. This is really nice, especially when there's one about to be defeated. That's super cool. And then squared off, this is like the... this is like, what do you call it? The ability, discard cards and counter deck to discard a minion, and then put that minion into play. Engage with you to play an ally from your hand, reducing its cost by 3. So that could be really good for really anybody. Thor would be great for that, because you can pull the ally in, draw the 2 with Thor's effect, and then play an ally like a Valkyrie or something. Well, no, Valkyries you have to do in leadership. So I don't know. I don't know where that would be, but this is the overview of Magneto. Seems pretty cool so far. I'll be excited to know what aspect you think. I'm going to try something that isn't leadership, because he seems that he'll work in any sort of aspect, honestly. Just being 2/2/2 seems pretty solid, but I'll have to play with him more. This is just my first playthrough and my first impression. But yeah, that's going to be it. Let me know what you guys think about Magneto. And I think this is a good wrap-up of the X-Men altogether. So, it is what it is. The X-Men are over. We didn't get Professor X or Beast, which I think people thought we might, but it's okay. I think given the lineup, I'm pretty satisfied with it. This particular wave with Bishop. So we had Bishop, Magic, Iceman, Jubilee, Nightcrawler, now Magneto. I think it's incredibly great. I think it's super solid. I think Jubilee's probably the one that I like the least, even though she was the one I was hopeful for the most. But Magneto seems like he's going to be a lot of fun. He just takes a build out. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. I'll catch you guys in the next one, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday with another Magneto play. Bye-bye.